this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We're looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, the day's support resistance and pivot levels, and the Fibonacci's. It is Sunday, the 14th of March. Looking at Bitcoin against the US dollar and the hourly candlesticks, bullish start to the day here. Going to need to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 59,675 to support a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 63,221. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Bitcoin to break out from yesterday's new swing high, 61,693. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of another breakout, should see Bitcoin target 65,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 65,238. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 57,658 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should still clear sub 57,000 levels. Second major support level sits at 54,112. Looking at the MACD, we have a narrowing of the bullish histograms, but no sign of a bearish cross yet, so keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, the 50s pulling away further from the 100 and the 200, signaling further upside ahead. So keep through the early part of the day, avoid the pivot at 59,675 and break out from yesterday's new swing high 61,693 to bring resistance levels into play. Moving across to Ethereum against US dollar, also positive start. Going to need to see Ethereum avoid the pivot at 1865 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 2001. We need to see support from the broader market for Ethereum to break out from yesterday's high at 1944. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of another breakout, could see Ethereum target 2150 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 2080. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 1785 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should stay clear of sub 1700s. Second major support level sits at 1649. Looking at the MACDs, we're seeing a narrowing of the bullish histograms, so could see a possible bearish cross there. Keep an eye on that through the morning. On the EMAs, it's a bullish signal, however, the 50 continues to pull away from the 100 and the 200, supporting this early upside. So keep through the early part of the day, avoid the pivot at 1865 and break out from yesterday's high 1944 to bring resistance levels into play. Moving across to Litecoin against US dollar, also a positive start. We need to see Litecoin avoid the pivot at 223 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 233. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Litecoin to break out from yesterday's high 230. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of another rally, should see Litecoin target February's swing high 247 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 240. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level 216 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should stay clear of sub 200s and the 23.6% fib at 195. Second major support level at 206 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACD, we have a slight narrowing of the bearish histogram, but nothing suggestive of an imminent bullish cross, so keep an eye on that through the morning. On the EMA, the 50 has widened the gap marginally from the 100 and the 200, supporting this early upside. So keep through the early part of the day, avoid the pivot at 223 and break back through to 230s to bring resistance levels into play. Failures to do that and support levels will come into play. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against the US dollar, also a positive start. Going to see Ripple's XRP avoid the pivot at 0.4524 to take a run through the 38.2% fib at 0.4632 and then target the first major resistance level at 0.4721. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ripple's XRP to break out from yesterday's high 0.46644 and to break back through to 0.47 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ripple's XRP target 0.5s before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 0.4862. Fall through the pivot We'll bring the first major support level at 0.4383 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should still well clear of sub 0.42s. Second major support level sits at 0.4185. Looking at the MACD, we've got a narrowing of the bullish histograms this morning, suggestive of a possible bearish cross, so need to keep an eye on that through the early part of the day. On the EMAs, however, the 50 is closing in on the 100 and the 200, supporting this early upside. Keep through the early part of the morning, avoid the pivot at 0.4524 and break back through the 38.2% fib at 0.4632 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, support levels will come into play.